Recently on Survivor Calgary, the tribes were swapped, leaving Katie outnumbered by Bronze on the Latrins Tribe and Sydney outnumbered by Brains on the newly founded Bos Tribe. Latrins won the first challenge, and back at camp talked about Katie as an easy early target, with the remaining Bronze looking to bring Craig and Kayla into their alliance. On the losing Bos Tribe, Sydney was discussed as the obvious option for the vote. Willow and Haley, personal friends, reunited and confirmed that they would not be voting for each other. Though Sydney was an easy target for most, the shot-in-the-dark twist induced some paranoia.
Like mad paranoia about you two from Pinky Vote for.
Think of a shot.
Think of a shot. Are you doing that?
I hadn't made my mind up yet.
At Tribal, Sydney played her shot in the dark and had the 1 in 6 chance of payoff, saving her from 5 of the tribe's 6 votes. Malone also played his expiring idol, leaving him with only 1 idol left. Keegan held on to his after a tense conversation in the middle of Tribal with Malone. Haley was eliminated with a single vote from Keegan. 13 remain. Who will join the edge next?
Okay, crazy Tribal just happened. Sydney pulled the shot in the dark and was safe, so we luckily had strategized beforehand to throw 1 vote so that we would be okay if that happened and not have to like go to a revote or anything. So that saw Haley leaving. That was nuts. Malone also played an idol.
Right before Tribal, Malone was telling me that he was talking to y'all, and y'all said that if you would want to vote any of us Brains out, it would be me.
False.
Okay, so he's lying.
Christian, I need to do a lot of damage control with. Willow, I need to do a lot of damage control with. I think Taylor kind of gets it. I think Malone kind of gets it as well. But the fact that he was throwing me under the bus to make me do that leads me to be a little bit more tentative around him. So I need to do a lot of damage control with relationships is basically my status in the game right now. I think I'm good at that, but we'll see.
I said Keegan has an advantage now because he knows the game, but isn't in the, but is that the best in the long run? And then I said Taylor, I'm not sure how much he helped us out in the last challenge. Christine said she wasn't the best at physical challenges, and of course I have my fault.
So she went through like all of us?
That's what I said. I started, so he specifically asked, and I listed something about all of us.
So he may not have,
But I wasn't like,
Okay.
he may have just heard it.
No, right.
So that got me scared that there might be a situation where Haley and him vote for me as the hinky vote. So I had to go to Malone and basically ensure that he wouldn't be getting me as like he wouldn't be putting my name down.
yeah.
And so what I did with him is I basically said, as long as you don't vote for me, I will vote for Haley. There will be no other hinky votes, and you will be safe. He played his idol because he obviously didn't trust me. But I will say this, I have the same thing from our tribe.
So this is the most in the game I've seen because there's 2 things I can't trust. One is Malone, because Malone threw Haley under the bus. He knew Haley would be eliminated and he didn't do anything, and that shocked me. And the other thing is we had spent time looking for that immunity idol as a team, and as I suspected, it was already found by Keegan, which he has opened up to us now. But is he just telling us now because he thinks that he won't be able to use it, or like why tell us now? But he like made a point of us all going to search for it after he'd already found it, and that wasn't very honest. So I don't know how to feel about that. And I knew somebody had it, and I just didn't know who. But I'm glad to know that my intuition is in check this far in the game. But I think I'm gonna have to start thinking a little more strategically if the people that I'm playing with are starting to get into more of the strategic and honestly manipulation part of the game.
I thought he was going to be the option instead of Haley, but obviously like that's just what I thought. But in him doing that, he threw his own person under the bus.
Yeah, the only reason I picked Haley instead of Malone was I couldn't talk to Haley before the tribal council.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk
So
to him either.
I had to talk to Malone.
You had to talk to Malone to make sure that he was going to stick. Okay, well, we made it through.
And I'm glad we didn't pick Malone.
happy.
Yeah.
That would have been a
I'm
revote.
happy too.
Yeah, I got really lucky, and I just gotta like work the room now real hard, and I think I might have a chance, more of a chance than Malone, to play the social game well. So I'm just gonna try to go to that angle. Maybe even the actual game, depends what it is. Yeah.
Twirled the thought in my head around for a while on if I would play the idol for Haley, but it just didn't make sense. It's expiring soon, so I don't feel too bad about wasting it, and I played it off so that it doesn't look like a idol misplay too much. But just wanted to make sure that I was safe and that I didn't fuck up the brain's plans. So hopefully they're still going to be willing to work with me in the future. Keegan did a lot to try and win my trust. He didn't tell me about the extra vote, which I will definitely use against him if I have to. And that'll make up for me not telling him about my idol. He also told me that he has an idol, he showed it to me. I don't think I'm going to tell him that I also have a second idol. So I guess it's just kind of, well, hope that they still want to work with me.
Yeah, it sucks that Haley's gone. Yeah. That's not what I expected. It's shitty, but I think, like, so I've talked with Eric, and, like, Latrins does want to work with you guys. Yeah. And I also said, like, just throwing this out there, that was like, I like you three guys. You guys are awesome, and I think the four of us could work really well. And we do have that majority on this tribe. Yeah. That's the thing. We're worried. Eric and I are both worried that Katie might have an idol.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking?
So, I think, personally, like, Katie is a humorous threat, not only as an individual, but just because of how the tribes are working, right? Mm. I was predicting, and I was correct, that the brains were going to keep the brains. Yeah. And if the merge happens and Katie is added to that team, they're going to have a majority, and it's going to be terrifying, right? So, like, personally, I think we need to work against that. Yeah. Katie's also just an amazing fucking player. Yeah. She's not only, like, a brainiac, but she's also a physical threat, right? So, that's where I'm at. For me, I understand she might have the idol, but I think we just, like, have to force her out.
I think so. I think we need to do that. I think it's the only way.
Because we can't let her make it to merge. If we let her make it to merge, it's over.
Yeah, because the brains are going to stick together. Yeah. And their brain's not getting rid of Keegan until the merge. And then, even then, they'll keep it. Yeah. All right.
I was telling Kristen I might give the idol to Katie if we win this challenge. It's risky, but I think I might be able to bluff that I still have it. And it expires at merge anyway, and I'd really like to go in with 5 brains together.
Then he turns around. Oh my god!
If you don't think I should, I won't.
Well, you don't have to say that. You can make your own decision, but
I've already done enough on my own.
Yeah, I'm scared about the potential for, like, people to figure out that we might be close and want to blindside one of us. But I guess if that comes down to it, it just is what it is.
I think I have to try, like, before the challenge actually quote-unquote ends, I think I have to try and, like, sneak the idol to Katie so that she can survive. And then I tell people at merge that that's what I did. Because I absolutely will need Katie still in this game if I'm going to have a chance to merge. Because she's the only one who's even vaguely, like, the same, like, leadership or threat level from the brains.
Yeah, I just don't like losing that safety blanket, but I do think it could be a...
Okay, I'll make a game time decision.
Yeah, that's fair. I might be really frantic, but it is what it is.
I wish we knew when merge was.
I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying to sit back a little more. I'm trying not to be the one front and center and everything, because I don't want to be an obvious target when things come down. I want people to hopefully feel like they can trust me. I think I need to do a little better. I think I've done well with Willow and hopefully with Sydney. I was the first one to talk to her when we found out we were going to tribal, and we kind of chatted a little, and I feel like that went really well. So now I just kind of need to make sure that things are solid. And I mean, honestly, ideal situation is definitely that we win here, so that I could just solidify everything that's going on here. So I think things are going well according to plan. I'm acting like I don't know very much about Survivor, which is good. Letting other people answer questions even when I know the answer. And yeah, hopefully flying under the radar a little bit and not catching a lot of attention.
And I think it's just an easy one. And if we can just get the belligerent on our tribe or on our side, we reduce any possibilities of fuckery, basically.
Yes.
So if she has an idol, we can just split it and she's fucked.
Perfect.
I think. But
I
we
like
need to
that
get them
plan.
on our side.
Yeah, I like that plan.
So maybe you can talk to Kayla.
Absolutely, I'll do it right now.
Yeah, and then we can just kind of say like, it's in our best interest to just combine right now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm thinking kind of what we talked about is in our tribe, like if we reinforce the fact that the brains are scary, which they are.
Yeah. Okay, good. I think we're on the same.
You're on the same page?
Yeah, totally on the same page.
Sherbin, I'm almost positive will be on our side.
Oh, yeah.
Connell is 100%.
Yeah, okay,
on our
I'll
side.
talk to, well, both if I have a chance or whoever, but okay, good.
Connell seems very brawn oriented.
Well, I am too.
Yeah, oh no, and I'm saying like, I think we all have similar priorities.
Yeah.
We're about to get into another challenge here. We're chatting a lot. I have options open. I think, again, never want to get too comfortable. But I like to think I'm kind of in the middle. Craig seems very interested in working with Connell and I. And that might be an opportunity to keep Katie safe. Keep Katie comfortable in case she has an idol. So I'm liking where we're at right now. I just need to suss it out. Hopefully we win and we don't need to worry about this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
All right, so we find ourselves at the beginning of the next challenge.
Actually, can I interrupt real quick?
You may. Can he do that? He didn't really seem like he knew what was going on.
It was that easy. It is that easy. That's our host.
Continue. Thank you. So, we have our two teams, Latrins and Bos. As you may have noticed, they have lost a member. Haley has joined the edge, but sadly not in time to be part of this relay challenge. Neil has had his wonderful minions concoct delicacies for each of you. And he can explain, and they can pitch what they've made, and then I'll come back to what you're going to be doing.
Their drinks suck. You don't want to drink them. You guys want to explain what's in them?
I'll go.
This is technically a tomato is a fruit. It is tequila and equal-ish parts of Caesar mix and pineapple, coconut, fizzy water, and I dropped a cherry in there at some point.
That sounds fucking delicious.
Yeah, we chef.
Okay. We have the poison apple. She is filled with an atrocity of bubbly brown things that I hope that you get to enjoy.
Beautiful.
You have to explain what's in it.
We're gonna we have to?
Yes. Yeah. As part of your pitch, you have to.
Do you know what allergies, you know? Well, it's Pepsi, Sprite, and Bacardi.
And an apple slice.
Yeah,
And an apple third for garden.
You have to eat that?
No. Okay. It's just garden.
This is the melted man's finger. It's a somewhat dissolved carrot in a helping of Jaeger, club soda, and a heavy serving of ginger.
Well said. The presentation was great. This is the peppered ice syrup. If you guys like vodka, too bad because it's bad ice. You like sediment? Pure sand at the bottom, but pepper. You like syrup? A lot of grenadine. It's gonna be delicious. Well said, well said. Sorry, is there alcohol in that? There's alcohol in that one. Go for that one. All right. These wonderful concoctions are the things that you will have a choice of drinking. Each team will nominate a runner. The runner will start at the edge of the long beer pong table back there and go all the way to the felled trees in the middle of that campsite there, where the edge will be avidly anticipating your arrival for you to choose the drink of your choice. One runner, one drink. Once you have finished your drink, you get gifts from the edge. Beanbags, which you need to finish the second part of the relay. After you run all the way back with your beanbags to the edge of the table, you will have 3 tossers. These tossers will have to get 1 beanbag in each hula hoop. If you miss, you have to run and get your beanbag. Once you have done all 3, you go and you run and pick up the large bag at the end, the burlap sack. Inside of that are pieces to a puzzle, which brings us to the third part of the relay. You will have 2 puzzlers on your team waiting for you back at that table to build that puzzle. If you are chosen for one of these categories, you cannot do the other. Your runner can't be a puzzler. Your thrower can't be a puzzler. So on and so forth. You will have some time to decide amongst yourselves who is doing what. Before we get there, Latrins, your team has one too many people. One of you is going to have to sit out for this challenge. Drivers ready? Go! Go, 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 go! Okay. What the hell?
Okay, you need to throw it harder.
That's a good strength.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
Let's do it! Only one left. Come on!
You guys got it. You guys got it.
It's not perfect. Quick, go! Wait a minute. Can we have someone out there throwing it back? It's got to be him.
We're running it back.
Alright. Oh, that's not target. Go, go, go. You guys got this. You guys got this. Way ahead. Let's go. Nice. Sweet domination so far.
Weirdly so spicy. Oh, you take a sip of it's like.
When an Edge player's drink was not selected, if they are able to drink their own concoction, they will receive a cup for their trouble.
Just off the mark. Meanwhile, Latrins.
Hey!
Let's go! Only 2 beanbags left.
This is still very doable.
2 left. That's a good toss. Just shy.
Off the mark again.
Meanwhile,
Come on, you guys, keep going, keep going.
the puzzle seems to be stalled at Latrins. Perhaps the pressure is getting to them on this more difficult mental challenge.
Okay. Okay, one more. You guys got this.
Left. Off the mark. Bos are winding themselves for this portion of the challenge. By contrast, things seem to be moving smoothly for Latrins now that they've had some time to think about the orientation of the puzzle. Off the mark. Slowly but surely, Latrins are closing the door on the effort from Bos. Not one piece in place for their team yet. Latrins is not making the most of their advantage. Get your puzzle! Get your puzzle! Get your puzzle! Get your puzzle! Bos are in the game! They are quickly pouring the pieces on the closing gap created by the efforts of the Latrins tossers and their runners. Practically no progress has been made on the blue puzzle as yellow frantically tries to throw their pieces into place. Connell and Malone making a wall with their bodies. Connell bragging about the fact that the only thing he has going for him is his body.
His side of the wall is a lot beefier than mine.
Guys, they're not that far ahead.
Bos not yet putting another piece in its place. This is not an easy puzzle, and both teams are struggling to close it out.
Don't be looking.
Things are getting a little competitive.
Hey! Wondering eyes.
Buddy, checking me out, thank you.
That was it, I think.
That's another piece for Latrins. It looks like Bos is making some headway while Latrins are still stalled. It would be an incredible comeback if Bos could finish this puzzle after the disadvantage they had going into this portion of the relay. By piece, they destroy the advantage. Latrins trying to figure it out how it all fits together. Bos is getting close, only a handful of pieces left. Same for Latrins, this is neck and neck. These puzzles couldn't be closer to completion for each tribe. Only 4 pieces left for Bos, 4 pieces left for Latrins. Who is going to pull ahead and seize tribal immunity? And just like that, Latrins win tribal immunity. Woo! By the skin of their teeth. Bos hard on their heels. A good effort from both teams. Bos, you fought hard. I'll see you guys at Tribal Council.
I know that we finished it off, but Craig and I probably performed the worst, to be fair. Yeah, still like ruminating about how it went. But at the end of the day, while we had quite a few minute head start, we did beat Keegan in a puzzle. which has to feel pretty good. We love you, Keegan, but we got you a little bit. So, moving forward, there's a lot of talking on the team. This is the part of the game where I'm not going to be very good. I have to prove my strengths, but not be a threat. It's going to be a complicated role. I'm really keen to talk to Connell. I've talked to Craig, I've talked to a few people, but I still feel like I'm on the outs. They all know each other pretty well. I have to prove myself a little bit. Scary.
Okay, so we have time. Know about the alliance. From what I can tell, Braun is a very tight-knit group. They don't necessarily want to break up, but they want to get rid of the brain.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Chatting with them, it sounds like they want to work with Braun as they want to work belligerent.
Yes.
And so I think we can be safe. We're just worried because everybody knows about your idol.
I don't have an idol.
No, the idol from this ice box.
Yes, and I have been freely telling everyone about it.
So we're worried that Katie has it.
Okay, I think Katie also has it because I've been telling everyone that even though she told me about it, she was very secretive about what her note said.
Yeah.
Her and I did share notes completely. I've been telling everyone that she's been secretive about it. She did share it full force with me, being honest with you. She says that she hasn't been able to find anything yet.
Are you icing me?
Look at production going, giving us ices.
Jesus.
Oh goodness.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you want me to film the whole bit? Yeah, look at you go. Get it, trivia daddy.
Regardless, so
Well, not ready for this.
Yeah.
Not.
Really good. You sounded traumatized when I came over to you. You were like, I ran to the thing and
Okay, that challenge sucked. The drink sucked. Way more. It still doesn't feel good. Now we're going to tribal. It's looking like it's a toss-up between Sydney and Malone right now. But everyone's scrambling right now. We'll see what happens. I'm just still hoping I'm on the right side of everything. So hopefully one of those two are gone. Hopefully we can force Malone to get a shot in the dark out of the way too. Hopefully this is some damage done. That's all I got. God, I don't feel good. I need to eat something.
Alright, we're gonna work this one out in real time. They've got 4 votes. Sydney doesn't have a shot in the dark. We know she doesn't have an idol. That means they can put 3 on me, 1 on Sydney, or 2 on me, 2 on Sydney, and vote on a tie. Either way, Sydney and I need to vote together. I need to play my idol. And I need to see... Yeah, I need to make sure Sydney votes with me. And I might try and talk to Keegan and see if he can pull one out with me. But that's risky because if Keegan finds out about my idol too soon, then the whole plan's in the shitter. So, not a good spot.
What are y'all feeling? You just had a conversation with Malone. What kind of idea was he pitching?
He was pitching that if we merge, has more people, like instead of 6 brawn, against 4 brain. And he could bring the people that he has over. No, sorry. For belligerent versus brawn. And he was saying that he could bring the belligerent, to if it's a merge and he could get them, he's pretty confident he can get them on our side, and consensus will probably still Sydney. Because as well, he said, I still have my shot in the dark, but she doesn't have anything, so she's thinking.
He's probably gonna shot.
He is. And he told me that earlier at the, sorry, there's some sunglasses on the ground, I'm distracted. So Sydney told me earlier that the bronze were wanting to team up with the belligerents, apparently. So that means that we're fucked. We're so fucked.
I feel like I have to think more strategically this time because I want to think more about the long game because I'm pretty confident I'm not going to get voted for, but you never know because if Malone
puts my name in, uses a shot in the dark, is safe, and then my name's next, and everyone else voted for him, I could be going home. So I don't know, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be Malone or Sydney. I don't trust Malone. I don't think he's honest. I want him out of the team, and I think that it creates a bad dynamic to have someone so dishonest on the team and playing the game like as hard as he is. So I don't know what to think, and I'm just hoping that he goes home, and that if he uses a shot in the dark, I can pretend like I didn't want him to go home. And that's me playing my game.
Not great.
Yeah.
No.
Not gonna lie.
Okay. Can we talk about it? Yeah.
Yeah. This sucks.
I mean, it's her or me, right? Yeah, there's no. You have numbers to split. She doesn't have shot in the dark. I still do. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna be, yeah, that's basically
there's a way for you four to never lose.
We have a very, like, you should take your shot in the dark. That's what we're gonna say.
Yeah, that would be good. Outside of Sydney right now, I think Keegan's my best bet, but he can only do so much. He's one of 4 people. So it'd be nice if I could swing him onto my side, but I don't see how that helps his game. I honestly don't. So I think I might just keep my idol to myself, grind through one more day, and maybe find a third.
Unfortunately, like, Willow just has no trust for Malone, which means that I can't move it. I've already kind of fucked up that relationship, so I have to concede something. And that concession is Sydney stays tonight and Malone goes, as much as I don't want to see it.
Welcome back to Tribal Council. I would ask how it feels, but I have an inkling that I already know. What went wrong? What happened? Malone, you were one of the tossers. Walk me through what was going on there.
Yeah, Tosser's right. That was not great. That was a poor showing on my end for sure. But yeah, my softball coach is gonna be really disappointed in me when he sees the footage. But like you do, you lose challenges. I'm getting pretty good at that. I think because I've only missed 1 tribal, so be pretty sick if I could.
I'm just beginning to think that you like my company and that you'd rather come over here.
You're the man, Jeff.
You don't get this for, it's talking about maybe a few more ices. Who knows? Keegan, you're on the puzzling end, you and Willow. After it finally came, did you feel like you had a chance?
We had a lot of momentum going into that puzzle. Willow and I worked really well on it, and we were just so close. It was 3 pieces. If it was like any amount of, like, if one piece was aligned differently, or if we like turned one around earlier, or any like number of like small things that I can't even like really think of, we might have had it before them. 3 pieces, especially in a puzzle like that, is like 10 seconds. I think Willow did it in 10 seconds after the the challenge was actually over. But I don't think it's just a rough one. They just were better than us today. I don't like saying that.
Willow, like Keegan said, it was a matter of seconds. The longer you watch your team flounder, tossing beam, did that build stress for you or just further your desire to finish that puzzle as quickly as humanly possible? Did it hone you for what was going to happen?
Yeah, it definitely got me hyped to do the puzzle. I place no blame because honestly, if I was in the position of being a tosser, I don't think I would have done any better. I think that it was tough. I think a part of it was just luck of the throw. Some of them were going too far, some of them were bouncing out, so I placed no blame on them, and it was stressful because you want to be like, oh my god, just get it in. But for me, I
was so ready when I got that puzzle, and I was like, we did it so fast. We caught up to them, and it, like Keegan said, it was just those last few seconds where I think like it was a really good catch up on our end to come that close to winning after that much of a distance. But I place no blame on anyone. I do agree that it was just part of it. I don't even think they were better. I think part of it was just the luck of the throw.
Taylor, you may have had the most excruciating part of that challenge, Delty. When you signed up to be a runner, thinking in the back of your mind, okay, this is a short distance, this is something I can cover. How did that all change when the Edgeling's despicable creation entered into your system? What happened?
It was surprising, for sure. I wasn't expecting that. But I took it. I was like, okay, I'll take one for the team. I didn't really think much about it, honestly. I just went in. I had my first choice and my backup. So went in with a plan and just closed my eyes and drink as fast as I can at that rate. Tasted fine. Doesn't feel fine.
Does it feel fine even now? But it must feel good knowing that you more or less kept pace with a person who, by all standards, would be a faster runner than you, just length alone. So admirable effort on your part. And being the first person to run that first leg of the challenge, how did it feel knowing that those seconds that you bought your team by muscling through that mattered so dearly but still fell short?
Yeah, I tried my best. When I got back and I was behind, I was regretful with that. I was hoping that wouldn't cost us. So just a lot of emotions running there and back. But yeah, I'm glad I got it down, made it back, and yeah, we just barely fell short. So it hurts.
Sydney, after last tribal council, obviously a lot must have been going through your mind. Did that make it more difficult to step up for this challenge, to make those throws count? Or did you feel like it drove you to be better, to overperform?
I would say the latter. I would like to think. Yeah, I felt like we put in a really good effort. Like we were hustling. We were like, there was no shortage of effort on our side. Yeah, we just didn't have like the aim today. But I definitely I feel like a little more connected with the team this time around. It's really nice. And I do think we work well together, which just wasn't.
Does that all line up? After the challenge was done, do you feel like as a team, everything is now finally starting to click? And if so, how does it make you feel knowing that one of the gears that makes this clock turn so fluidly is about to get popped out?
Well, I mean, I think we all know that voting someone out here is not helping any of us in this game right now. It's like we have another tribe over there that hasn't had to vote anyone out yet, and they're gonna have numbers on us moving forward unless we can pull out and win a few challenges and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I like what we have going here, and I think we've been very close on both of these challenges we've lost. And I just don't know that we're necessarily doing anything wrong. We need a little more of that luck, I guess, to come into play. But I mean, yeah, we have a good team feel. I feel good about it. I feel good about the people we have here, and I'm not happy to be voting anyone off. So it's just really all around not great right now, despite feeling good about everyone that's here. So.
Well, it's about to get a lot more not great.
Yeah, thank you.
For one person here. Taylor, go ahead and cast your vote.
It's me. You guys appreciate the art that I'm putting into this.
BFA in Guineas.
I don't feel bad about this one. Anyway, thank you.
Oh, again.
She's done.
Another day. Thank you.
You're more disallowed.
Yeah, I need it. There's no advantage. You just take a shot.
Keegan, I trust you with my life, and if you're screwing me over right now, I will never forgive you. Thank you.
If I'm lucky, it's you. If I'm unlucky, it's Sydney. But I know it's not going to be me. You're just my best chance at a crack in this person. Phrasing.
Somebody has a hidden immunity idol. Now would be the time to play it.
Yeah, Jeff.
Why do you keep saying Jeff? His name's Tom.
I'm a human being.
Hold on, there's like
1,000 things.
12 of them in here, so I should get started. Playing that for
This is a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast towards Malone will not count.
I would also
For yourself?
Okay, so I just found the idol. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should tell them. Or if I should keep it for myself. I'm just confused. So Connell just told us that a clue for finding an idol. So now I feel bad. And I'm just confused about how this is gonna play out. And I'm worried. I don't know.
Played my shot in the dark and let's fucking go. I got it, so I didn't have to play my idol. So I still have an idol.
A hidden immunity idol. All votes cast against Sydney will not count. Is this for you?
This is for me.
This is also a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Keegan will not count. Things are definitely heating up on the Bos Tribe. If there are no other surprises, I'll tally the votes. Malone. Second vote, Malone. Third vote, Malone. Fourth vote, Malone. Fifth vote, Malone. Sixth and final vote, Willow.
Oh my God.
Person to join the edge is you. Your tribe has spoken. Bring in person.
Hey, no one knew.
I like have to flip a coin.
Willow, no place. The tribe spoken.
I hold no hard feelings to anyone except.
You come at the king, you best not miss.
And with that, you guys need to prepare for another round of challenges. Head back to camp.
Next time on Survivor Calgary, the tribes hit their limit.
How close are we, Saphir?
And they prepare for a merge.
Bronze are now back to dominating the game. So I'm worried when it comes to the merge.